testimoni sharing berkenaan dengan ada pasangan kembar ya. Okay, so jika dah sedia yang nak berkongsi testimoni, boleh dipersilakan.
Okey, terima kasih Ayah. Assalamualaikum. Nama saya Syakira Aina binti Wan Bukhari. Boleh panggil Aina. Hari ini nak berkongsi testimoni one of my leaders. Sorry, I have to share in English as best as I can because ada a few yang request in English. So today I'm going to share a video. I'm going to play a video. Hopefully boleh dengar clear. If not, I will explain further about the video. So this is testimony I need to share. I'm going to share screen. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ayah, as usual, just respond lah when I ask. Okay, jap. Bismillah. Okay. What do you see, Ayah?
Video.
Okay. Alright. I hope boleh dengar. Boleh dengar tak?
Tak.
Tak boleh dengar apa ya? Kejap eh. Can you hear anything? Tak ada.
Video tu dah play ke?
Dah play dah. The video is jap.
Tak dengar.
Is played. Tak ada dengar
Tak
apa.
dengar langsung.
Okay. Alright. But Irna will upload this kat YouTube. But basically video ni is this is my downline, cousin my dad, my makcik, I call her Cik Ya. She was sharing about her twins. Memang tak ada dengar apa
Tak dengar langsung.
Dia share pasal twins dia, girl, 15 years old. Allahumma salli ala sayyidina Muhammad. The eldest daripada umur 2 tahun kalau tak silap, diorang kena infection very bad. Sampai the eldest tu nama twin dia Aida and Aina. So the eldest one is Aida. At the age of 2, both of them had a severe infection, coughing non-stop apa semua, and then she developed pneumonia, and because of that, she had to take special medicine. At that point of time, the mother ni, she already went within 2 weeks. She already went to the clinic like 2 to 3 times. So dah spent a lot of money lah. So by the third visit tu, still the twins, they did not recover at all. And I suggested to her, okay, you already spent few hundreds for the past 2 weeks. Your daughters are still in a bad shape. Why don't you allocate the same amount, you invest the same amount with Shuangho products? I think at that time it was like the budget was about 200 ringgit. So I suggested to her, because coughing non-stop and a lot of phlegm, I suggested to her protein, luchun. CO coffee is something that always available at her house for the whole family. So lactoberry. And because with 200 ringgit budget is not enough to get one box of each. So what I did, she was my first downline that I actually, I'm sorry, I can't remember whether I mentioned or not. The twins are now 15 years old. When they first start taking the product was at 5 or 6 years old, masa tu. So the pneumonia was from 2 years old. So by the time 5 years old too, it was like every time Aida, the eldest twin, down with infection, she will get serious coughing. So that was the time when the mother decided, okay, she wants to try Shuangho lah, fully Shuangho treatment. So I suggested to her protein, luchun tea, CO coffee, lactoberry. With the budget of 200 ringgit, I adjusted the amount. I think I gave her about 15 packets of protein. Luchun is about half a box also. Coffee and lactoberry pun macam tu lah. I just adjust accordingly. And I told her, just give as much as you can. The most important thing is monitor the elimination part. So she went back. she gave both of them coffee and protein, if I'm not mistaken. Uh, the coughing continues. Sampaikan, I think the eldest to vomit phlegm. Sorry if my information a bit jumbled up. I nak buka pun tak berapa dengar sangat. So she gave the product for Ida herself. Kalau tak silap, she was also having high fever. And if I'm not mistaken, the mother gave the daughter ni at the age of 5 or 6 ni about 3 bottles of Panadol, liquid Panadol. That was the first time I learned about there's such a thing as Panadol syrup, liquid Panadol. So there up till 3 bottles. And she was like wondering, is this safe for her child? So she contacted her friend from school days who was working as a nurse. And the friend said, that's not good because bagi banyak sangat ubat kan to the child. So try and figure out alternative. That was why she decided, okay, let's try Shuanghua. So went back, and at home she also have a stock of jahalinzi. So she took 1 capsule of jahalinzi mixed with milk and gave to the daughter. I think it was like a few hours later. Before that, it was like the daughter was constantly in pain, so she couldn't sleep and constantly calling for her mom. So the mother was really, really tired. But after she gave Lindsay, opened up the capsule mixed with the milk, I think not long after that, the daughter started to sleep, and half an hour later, Cik Ia realised, the daughter dah stop calling out for her lah. So she checked, the temperature reduced, but ada healing crisis. Her daughter's face was really like red. Dia kata macam udang terbakar, like lobster, the colour. I asked her how long does it lasted. Not that long, but she can't remember exactly the time period. But she texted me, tanya, Aina, what is this? Is this healing crisis? I said, ask your daughter if she's okay or not. Does she feel any pain around her face? Because her face is the only part that was like burning red. So she woke up her daughter, and daughter said, no, I'm okay, I'm just tired, I just want to sleep. So I said, okay. So I said, check it, her temperature dah reduced. So the daughter went back to sleep, and a few hours later she woke up. She just told her mom, she said, Mom, I'm hungry. So these are the things, basic health knowledge for parents, for grandparents, or for carers of small kids, or even carers for patient. We know that the patient is recovering when their appetite comes back, when they are alert and full of energy. So for Tia, that was the indicator that she knows that, okay, her daughter is recovering. In fact, when her daughter woke up, that was about 7 in the morning, request she wants to eat. And by noon, she was out and about playing, swimming and all that. So this was few years back. Since then, since 5 or 6 years old, until today, they stopped taking medicine from clinic and hospital. They still go for checkup and all that, but medications semua memang completely stopped. Rarely she gave her children medicine. And this is what she's been doing. Every time down with infection or anything, that's it. Luchun, coffee, if there's linzy, lactoberry, protein, and monitor all the elimination, make sure enough rest, make sure enough water. And alhamdulillah, very fast recovery. In fact, whenever, because twins can, sleeping on the same bed, so if one person is down with infection, she will give the same amount of product to the other twin to make sure to prevent. And in fact, inside the sharing, she shared the whole family. All of them went outstation somewhere, and everybody they everybody was down with COVID, except for her family. In her family, there's only one confirmed positive COVID. The best part was, even though they did not fully quarantine themselves, all in close proximity in the same room and whatnot. The rest, all negative, except for the only person, her daughter, her eldest daughter. And even her eldest daughter was very fast recovery. As for the rest of the family members, they're all okay, alhamdulillah. And she noticed that compared to her elder kids with her twins, because the twins was the first, the sorry, I'm not too good, but inshallah I can share. The twins, since they were small, they started to consume product diligently on a daily basis, CO coffee and tea. Whenever there's down with infection, she will add on lactoberry and protein. If there is Lindsay, oh, and also tablet. Tablet is something that she will make sure she have stock at home. So emergency at all times, she will make sure that there is coffee, there is luchun, and lactoberry. At least protein as and when, but mostly it will be coffee, luchun, and lactoberry. So she noticed for her twins compared to the eldest two, their immune system much better. They recover fast, and also if one is down with infection, the moment she gave the other twin the same amount, memang alhamdulillah it prevents the other twin from down with infection too. I think I will stop sharing about her testimony up till here, because that's basically it lah. Apart from that, she noticed since COVID, since lockdown, not only her kids stopped taking medicine, the whole family stopped taking medicine. Yelah, masa when we were locked down, we're not supposed to go anywhere and all that, and the risk and the fear of the infection. So she realized that okay, with just having Stronghold product at home, it is it helps in terms of prevention. It helps in terms of treatment when we are down with not just infection, any kind of health issues. It helps in terms of health maintenance. And she noticed compared to before she started taking Stronghold products, especially CO coffee. She does baking for selling and all that. So she noticed once she started taking CO coffee, all her body aches, her migraine and all that slowly reduce in terms of the intensity and the frequency. And one thing I want to highlight, Stronghold education system and also among the leaders is they always remind us to be fluid, to constantly try our very best to service our downline and our users by adapting to their needs. So like in Cik Ya's case, limited budget, but she needs the product. So we as leaders, if we can, it's not something that we must do, but if we can, why not we help them in terms of providing the service of selling loose. We just replace the PV later on. Because over the years, I've been with Stronghold since, registered as a member since 2002. So it's been 22 years. I noticed even until now, we all have our things, financial commitments that we have to take on and manage. Even until now, there are moments and time, those we think that, they can afford to buy. There are moments that tak mampu. Even for myself, when budget is very, very limited, so we sort of like kecilkan our budget tu. So for our downlines, is the same. Especially if you know that they can't afford it, try your very best to, okay, you can buy loose, not an issue, and help them out in terms of sharing. So Cik Ya, she's been using since 2000, I can't remember, 2008, 2007 or so. And it is only recently, the past few years, that she was like, okay, Aina, I need to do this. So alhamdulillah lah. And for her now, in terms of for the family's health, she can see that Stronghold product is a form of investment, meaning that rather than pergi klinik, medicine and all that, and there is no assurance, there is no what's the word, yeah, there's no assurance that you will get better over the time, like what happened to her twins, within 2 weeks, 3 times clinic visit and still the same condition. So that's why when I explained to her, why not you use the same amount, you still gonna, the money is still gonna go out, the cost is gonna be there. The only difference is when we choose natural healing instead of allopathy. Natural healing, we heal our body, and we are not just healing one part of the body, we are healing our whole body bit by bit. How fast and how fast we are able to achieve that healing process, it all depends our body base. It all depends on how long have we been having all these health issues, and most definitely it depends on the dosage that we are taking. And that needs to come along with holistic approach, meaning the healthy healing habits. So okay, the video pun dah nak habis. It is important to take the product. At the same time, make sure enough rest, enough water intake, liquid intake. If the person that we are, okay, then I better stop this video. Hold on. The person that we are sharing to is where is this? Hold on, yeah. I am so sorry. It's been out of. Okay. All right. If the person that we're sharing with, what was I talking about just now? Aya, can you help me out? Okay. Healthy healing habits product. Sorry, just brain is a bit on a holiday mode. Healthy healing habits product. Yes. Managing our rest, managing stress. Stress for me, the best is always zikir, doa, solat, Quran if you can. If not, zikir, solat, at whatever condition you are in. And make sure you have adequate amount of liquid. And if drinking water is a problem for you, then take more fruits that is juicy, high content of water. For example, watermelon, oranges, grapes. Or instead of eating solid food, go for soupy dishes. Because if we don't have enough liquid in our body, it will definitely directly affect our healing process. It's like when we want to clean up a drain, we have the most powerful a brush, steel brush, we have the most powerful cleaning detergent, and yet we only have like a small cup of water to clean it up. So do you think we'll be able to clean up the drain? Tak kan? So it's a holistic approach towards healing. So that's the first video. Okay, testimoni dah habis. Next would be, hold on. I need to share again.